You ever notice how money messes with people's minds? Jake does. Last week he got a raise. Felt like a king. Monday, confidence. Tuesday, optimism. Wednesday, I deserve better coffee. By Thursday, he'd upgraded his coffee, his shoes, and his problems. By Friday, he was broke again, but with nicer foam art. That's the psychology of money, where logic takes a nap and emotion drives the car. Most people think managing money is about math. It's not. It's about mastering the stuff in your head that convinces you a $7 latte is self-care and a maxed-out credit card is temporary. As Morgan Housel says, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. And Jake's behavior? Let's just say it's a roller coaster that only goes down when the stock market does. The door game. Here's how money actually works. Every financial decision is a door. You open one and you close another. Buy now, less later. Sell now, miss the rebound. Spend today, stress tomorrow. Jake doesn't see doors. He sees buttons. Buy, sell, upgrade, treat yourself. And every button feels harmless until you realize you've locked yourself in a room you didn't mean to enter. Fear, greed, impatience, regret, discipline. Those are the real forces running your finances. They're invisible, unpredictable, and somehow all live in Jake's brain rent-free. Fear. Let's start with fear. Fear is that voice that whispers, "What if this goes to zero?" It doesn't sound dramatic, it sounds responsible. Fear dresses itself up as logic. It's the reason Jake panic sold everything in 2020, right at the bottom, only to watch the market hit record highs 3 months later. Jake didn't lose money because he was wrong. He lost money because he couldn't sit still. As Warren Buffett said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." Jake heard that quote. He just assumed it applied to everyone else. Fear doesn't ask if selling is smart. It asks if selling will make the anxiety stop right now. And most people choose relief over returns. Greed. Then comes greed, fear's louder twin. Greed doesn't whisper. Greed shouts, "Buy now! Everyone's making money! You don't want to miss this." That's how Jake ended up with 3 crypto coins, 2 NFTs, and 1 deep sense of regret. Greed isn't about money, it's about comparison. Someone else is winning, and Jake feels late. Morgan Housel nails it. People don't want to be rich, they want to feel rich. And that feeling usually costs more than the thing you're buying. Greed turns investing into entertainment. It turns patience into boredom, and boredom into bad decisions. Impatience. Then there's impatience. Jake wants results fast. He'll start saving, do it for a week, and then check if he's retired yet. He treats investing like DoorDash. If it takes more than 30 minutes, he's out. But wealth doesn't move at Wi-Fi speed. Compound interest is quiet, slow, borderline boring. As Daniel Kahneman said, "Nothing is as important as you think it is while you are thinking about it." Translation: staring at your portfolio doesn't make it grow faster. Jake once checked his investments 12 times in one day. Nothing changed, except his blood pressure. Regret. Next comes regret. Regret is the emotional hangover of money decisions. I should have bought Apple. I should have sold GameStop. I should have packed lunch. Jake replays old mistakes like highlight reels, except they're all lowlights. Regret traps people in the past. They stop investing because they're afraid of repeating mistakes, even though not investing is the biggest mistake of all. Wealth isn't built on perfect decisions. It's built on consistent ones. Regret teaches nothing if you keep reliving it instead of learning from it. Discipline. And finally, discipline. The least exciting, the least clickable, the most important. Discipline doesn't trend. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't give dopamine. It just works. Discipline is the voice that says, "Stick to the plan," when every other voice is yelling. Every time Jake freaks out, overspends, or sells early, discipline is the quiet one asking, "You done yet?" So how do you stop letting emotions run your money? How do you become less Jake and more strategic? Here are 5 money mindsets that actually work. 1. Make emotions wait their turn. Never make money moves in the heat of emotion. If it feels exciting or terrifying, sleep on it. Jake once panic sold everything at midnight after reading a Reddit thread titled, "The End." By morning, the market had recovered. Jake hadn't. Emotions are temporary. Decisions are permanent. 2. Define enough. Greed doesn't have a finish line. You have to draw one. Write down what enough looks like. Income, freedom, peace, whatever it is. Because without a target, you'll keep running until you collapse. As Buffett said, if you can't be happy with a little, you won't be happy with a lot. Jake thought a raise would fix everything. Turns out his spending got promoted too. 3. Automate discipline. Humans are emotional. Systems aren't. Automate saving and investing so your feelings don't get a vote. Jake can't impulse buy sneakers if his paycheck already left for his index fund. Automation is willpower with a calendar. 4. Separate identity from net worth. Your value doesn't move with the market. Your bank account isn't a scoreboard. Kahneman called it the focusing illusion, letting one number define your happiness. Jake used to tie his mood to his portfolio. Now he tracks habits, not balances. Because money's supposed to fund a life, not replace one. 5. Play the long game. Wealth is boring. It's repetition, patience, time doing the heavy lifting. Jake used to chase quick wins. Now he invests, waits, and goes outside occasionally. As Morgan Housel said, compounding only works if you give it time to run. The smartest investors aren't loud. They're still. Here's the real secret. The psychology of money isn't about mastering spreadsheets. It's about mastering yourself. Jake didn't need a finance degree. He needed to stop letting emotion hit the buy button. The people who win with money aren't the smartest. They're the calmest. They buy when others panic. They wait when others rush. They act when others hesitate. Control your behavior, and you control your outcome. Because the real economy isn't just outside, it's inside your head. So breathe. Stay calm. Stay disciplined. And remember, the goal isn't to beat the market. It's to stop letting fear, greed, and regret beat you.